Had two trade setups, but nothing actually occurred in either one of them. The first one here is the dollar CAD. See here we had a 1 hour slingshot. Um, let's see what the 2 hour looked like. 2 hour, again, yeah, 2 hour, it looked like this, kind of like a double band. Again, this from the 2 hour, that doesn't mean anything. This is a 1 hour, double band. Um, and here's a telling thing: is you had this positive divergence on the 30-minute. Now, if you look at the time when this really triggered, it was right around 8 o'clock. I was not in the office yet. Time I got in and looked at it, it was probably 8:30, and it kind of already kind of go. And this is a pretty shallow um, pivot here. The 3/8 was here. I already missed that. Um, but in hindsight, I think what we need to start looking at is this. Anytime there's positive divergence, on the 1 hour, 30-minute, possibly the 15, but this 30 minutes a nice little time frame, and you expect a little pop. So even if you got it at the 50, in a short time frame, you still did receive a pop. Went almost to the 168. You could have kept your stop relatively low, not all the way down here at the bottom, but keep it. Let's bring this over. What we could have done is at 9:45. Keep it down here. You know, you at the 50. You're in at say 85. Mm, 65, 20 pips, on a 40 pip move, 85, you're getting up there. You're getting it. It would have been a 2 to 1, mid break off, half at 1.5, and then manage your trade that way. But you want to look at that. Look at this positive divergence. Even if you catch it a little bit late at the 50, go for it. But if you see it, you see this positive divergence building. Um, jump on it. Jump on it as quick as you can and look for that pop and have a tighter stop and get off your risk reward a little bit quicker. So that was the first one. So we missed it. But I didn't chase it. But now look for this positive divergence. Second one we had, again, we were watching pretty much most of the day, is a dollar Swiss and the euro dollar. So here is the dollar Swiss. Again, we have a 4. Let's pump this up to a 4 hour. These were basically 4 hour, 2 hour slingshots. And take this down to 30-minute. Dollar Swiss, see here. Nice slingshot earlier in the day. Had this developing. I know we're looking down here. This is down 1 hour. It was at the bottom. You did have a 30-minute entry, like right around here. But it didn't go down to 0.38. And then if you looked at euro dollar, same setup. This was doing opposite, but this kept on going up while the dollar Swiss was kept on going up. So it's kind of weird how that was working. And it looked like this still had some more room to work. None of this had ever really crossed. Looked like it was trying to get this equal legs, and it was a weird kind of setup. So what I ended up doing is putting a limit order in, probably right around here, a little bit lower, about 4,400. Right when it started to go up, I put it in right around here. So it was close. It was always within 10 pips this whole time. I mean, all afternoon. And didn't hit. I just monitored it, maybe trying to get a spike down. Things are still going in a direction that was looking up. Maybe the euro had to go a little bit further. But then it started taking a different turn. Here you started seeing this slingshot developing up to the downside, and got to the point where it really looked like a reversal. And no edge at this point. So if there's no edge, I started seeing it coming, and once it started turning where I would have gotten a single, this is a single line, double band. That's a slingshot in the opposite direction. Now, if you're in the trade already, you're gonna have to let it flow out. But no sense in taking that stop. And I would have gotten an entry and taken the stop on that. So let's pull that up. And I just kind of drew the lines on where it was, and it was a good call. So I think it just still needed to develop into a different time frame. Um, there is the 4 hour on that. See, it's developed in 2 hour. We don't have in this time frame. But if you see right here, never got to the 3.8. Started developing into another slingshot. Here's my initial entry. Would have been. There's the stop and there's the profit target. So this just turned into uh, a different different trade. So it was good that I canceled it. Wasn't out of fear or anything like that. It just the trade didn't have an edge. The trade changed into uh, a slingshot going the other way. And if you notice it, I think this is going to be maybe a one, two, three, somehow one, two, three, going down to further leg down. And so that's what I called. You see here, the 4 hour kind of pointing down. This still could have worked out, but this combined with that, no reason to take if you weren't in the trade, to take it out. Definitely in opposite direction. All the signs were there. See the positive divergence would have been building here, so now it could be a leg up. But right now it's no reason to rush and chase these trades, so I will just let it go from there. So today, two opportunities. One was perfect, just missed the timing. Learn from it. Positive divergence on that 30-minute. Take the trade even at the 50, and manage it a little bit faster. And the second one, good trade management. But that's it. So thank you very much.